Hello, good morning students. In last class we discussed about 13 group elements from a P block series. Here we are going to discuss some aspects of a 14 group elements. Here the elements present, that is carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. So these are all 14 group elements. The carbon atomic number is 6, whereas silicon have the atomic number 14, germanium atomic number is 32, stannous or nothing but tin have the atomic number 50, lead have the atomic number 82. Usually the P block elements, in that the 14 group elements will have the general electronic configuration NS2 NP2. NS2 NP2. The NS2 NP2 is the general electronic configuration of a 14 group elements. Here is the electronic configuration. Carbon electronic configuration is helium 2s2 2p2. For silicon it is neon 3s2 3p2. For germanium it is argon 3d10 4s2 4p2. Next, tin, the electronic configuration krypton 4d10 5s2 5p2, and lead have the electronic configuration xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p2 is the general electronic configuration of the carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. These are all 14 group elements belongs to P block. In that the general electronic configuration is NS2 NP2, means the outer electronic configuration, and the NS2 NP2 and the electron present in S and P orbital. So in that first one element is a carbon. Carbon is the 17th most abundant element by weight in the earth crust. It is available as a coal, graphite and a diamond. In a combined state, it is present in a metal, carbonate, hydrocarbons and carbon dioxide. So in atmosphere, about 0.03% is a combination of a carbon dioxide gas. Naturally occurring carbon contains two stable isotopes, that is 12 carbon 13 carbon, and the third isotope is a 14 carbon. So naturally ಇರುವಂತ carbon in isotopes 12 carbon ಮತ್ತೆ 13 carbon, and one more isotope is also there, that is 14 carbon, and that 14 carbon is a radioactive isotope with a half-life period 5770 years, and it is used for a radiocarbon dating. Next element is a silicon. It is very important component of a ceramics, glass and a cement. And next one is a germanium. It exists only in traces. Next, tin occurs mainly as a caesistrate and SnO2 form. That tin occurs mainly in a SnO2 dioxide forms, and lead as a galena, that is PbS configuration, that is one galena. Ultra pure form of germanium and silicon are used to make a transistor and a semiconductor device. So ultra pure ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜರ್ಮೇನಿಯಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೆಮಿಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ aspects of a 14 group elements. Next we will look about their covalent radius. Covalent radius expected to increase from carbon to silicon. Thereafter, from silicon to lead, a small increase in a radius is observed. This is due to the presence of completely filled d and f orbital in a heavier members. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ covalent radius ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಟು ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ವಾ, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಸಿಡ್ರೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಟು ಲೆಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕೋವಲೆಂಟ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದರ್ electronic configuration. See here, silicon to, after that germanium, tin and lead have 3d10 as well as a 4f configuration. Because of this the covalent radius is slightly increased. Next one is ionization enthalpy. The first ionization enthalpy of group 14 elements are higher than those of corresponding group 13 elements. ಈಗ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 13 ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 14 ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಯೋನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎಂಥಾಲ್ಪಿ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ 14 elements are higher than those of corresponding 13 elements. Why? So it is because of their smaller nuclear charge. 13 to 14 ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ electron. So in that case it is difficult to remove the electron. So because of that reason the first ionization enthalpy of 14 elements are higher than those of corresponding group 13 elements. The first ionization enthalpy decreases on moving down the group from carbon to tin. The decrease is very sharp from carbon to silicon, while there is a slight increase in a first ionization enthalpy of lead as compared to tin. Next one is electronegativity. The group 14 elements are smaller in size as compared to group 13 elements. That is why this group are slightly more electronegative than group 13. 13 group ಮತ್ತು 14 ಗ್ರೂಪನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 14 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಿನ ಸೈಜು 13 ಗ್ರೂಪಿನ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಿನ ಸೈಜ್ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವಿಟಿ 13 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. From silicon to lead it is almost same. Small increase in ionization enthalpy from tin to lead. This is due to the effect of increased nuclear charge outweighs the shielding effect due to the presence of additional 4f and 5d electrons. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ there is an increase in ionization enthalpy from tin to lead. ಸೊ ಅವೆರಡನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಲೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ 4f ಮತ್ತು 5d ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ there is a small increase in ionization enthalpy from tin to lead due to the effect of increased nuclear charge. Next one is their physical property. All 14 group elements are solids. They are less metallic than group 13. 14 group elements solids ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, less metallic than group 13. Carbon and silicon are non-metals. In a 14 group elements, carbon and silicon are non-metals. Germanium is metalloid, whereas tin and lead are soft metal with low melting point. The melting point and boiling points of group 14 elements are generally higher than those of corresponding 13 group. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 13 ಗ್ರೂಪಿಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ 14 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಿನ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟು ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. Carbon and silicon mostly show a +4 oxidation state. ಸೊ 14 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ +4 ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಜರ್ಮೇನಿಯಂ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ compound in +4 state and only few compounds of germanium will shows a +2 state, and tin forms compounds in both the oxidation state, that is +2 as well as +4. Lead forms a compounds in +2 state are stable and in +4 states are strong oxidizing agent. So here anomalous behavior of carbon. Carbon differ from the rest of the member of its family. The main reason behind this is that carbon is exceptionally small atomic and ionic size. In a 14 group element, the carbon size is very small compared to all other elements, and it has higher ionization enthalpy, and the carbon will not have any d orbitals, that is absence of d orbitals in the valence shell. You can see in the electronic configuration. So here is that the carbon will not having any d orbitals and higher electronegativity. So here, since carbon has only s and a p orbital, it can accommodate only 4 pairs of electrons. The other can expand their covalency due to the presence of d orbitals. So carbon outer configuration ನೋಡೋದಿದ್ರೆ 2s2 2p2 electron 2s2 2p2. ಸೊ ಇದು d orbital ವರೆಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈಗ 3s2 3p ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅವೈಲಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜರ್ಮೇನಿಯಮ್, ಟಿನ್, lead all having a d orbital. The carbon will not having any d orbital configuration, and the carbon can form p-pi multiple bonds with itself and other atoms having small size and a high electronegativity. For example, carbon carbon double bond available, or carbon carbon triple bond, or carbon oxygen double bond, carbon sulfur double bond, carbon nitrogen triple bond. Heavier elements do not form this p-pi bonds because their atomic orbitals are too large and diffuse to have effective overlapping. And carbon atom have the tendency to link with one another through a covalent bond to form a chain rings. This property is called as a catenation. Like this, the carbon is linked to another carbon, so this unique property, this type of unique property is nothing but a catenation property. The carbon atom is linked to another carbon atom to form a chain like structure. This is nothing but a catenation. The carbon have this property, and down the group the property to show catenation decreases. The order of catenation is carbon having greater catenation property compared to silicon, germanium and lead. That lead does not show the catenation property. Lead is nothing but Pb. So next thing is allotropes of carbon. The property of an element to exist in two or more forms which have different physical property but identical chemical property is called allotropes. Physical property different ಇರಬೇಕು, but they have the identical chemical property. Those are called as allotropes. Carbon allotropes exist in a crystalline and a amorphous form. So in a crystalline form of carbon, that is diamond and a graphite, fullerenes diamond in a diamond. Each carbon atom undergo sp3 hybridization. So in this section we discuss only diamond property. Each carbon is tetrahedrally linked to 4 other carbon atoms. The carbon-carbon single bond length is 154 picometer, and it is the hardest substance on a earth. Diamond ಏನಿದಲ್ವಾ ಅದು hardest substance on a earth, and it is used as an abrasive for sharpening hard tools, in making dyes and manufacture of tungsten filament, and diamond also used in ornaments. The structure extends in a space and produce a rigid three-dimensional network of carbon. So this one is a structure of a diamond, so it will form a rigid three-dimensional structure. Here the carbon-carbon bond, in all the cases the carbon is attached to neighboring carbon atom through a single bond with a bond length 154 picometer. So it is very difficult to break extended covalent bonding, and therefore diamond is the hardest substance on the earth. So this diamond is the hardest substance on the earth, and this diamond is covalent, yet it has a high melting point because of their networking, like carbon carbon single bonds, which are very difficult to break and in turns as a high melting point. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, 3 ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಹೈ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಇನ್ ಅ ಹೈ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ದಟ್ diamond configuration. So this is the one of the allotrope form of diamond. The other concept is explained in a next video. Thank you.